I'm Brandon Pentheny. I'm currently a performance coach in the 76ers organization, working with the G League side, the Delaware Bluecoats. This roughly my 12th year in elite or high performance sport. And I've been in a couple other spots, been with Indiana Pacers, Washington Nationals, the University of Arizona. So I've got a breadth of different sports and as well as a breadth in professional basketball. So I was a practice player for basketball at the University of Oregon. And then not a lot of people do bobsled growing up. So the Bobsled Skeleton Federation in the United States recruits out of other sports. So was originally trying to develop for bobsled and was part of like the Next Olympic Hopeful Pipeline program. And then that curtailed into trying to make the Olympic rugby team, just because it's a little more similar to running a fast break in basketball. And bobsled skeleton is very finite training where you're fast or you're not, strong and powerful or you're not, where rugby you can outthink people. Similar to the game of basketball, there's a skill component, a mental skill component. And yeah, so that was me trying to chase that dream. Hey, they told me if I could play ping pong or something and I'd be good at it, that would get me to the Olympics, I would have done it. G League's the fun from that aspect because you get, depending on what your background is, you get to wear a lot of different hats, whether that's being in ops, on court for certain player development, which is fun, sports science, depending on different practitioners' backgrounds, and strength and conditioning, or in return to play, rehab protocols, that everyone is good. There's a reason that they're here, and I guess practitioners, athletes, fans, players within their sport have to realize that, and they have to attack each day with intent and consistency, and set themselves apart because everyone else is also good at this level. Yeah, so a lot of them have something that is their greatest accelerating factor or the greatest limiting factor. Being able to identify those, and if it's their limiting factor, raising the floor on that to make that more robust and not as a thing that will take them out of the sport or the league, and then finding what they're really good at within their sport. Are they a great shooter? And what makes them great at that, and either refining that or keeping that at pat, and continuing to define those things and fix them or improve them or whatnot. I mean, you try to draw inspiration from all over, but say currently my wife's a pretty big inspiration. So she's a doctor, and we own the healthcare practice she works at. So that's a lot of work for both of us, but definitely for her. So seeing her attack each day is pretty inspirational.
Well, it's obviously the Anchor. I mean, I don't know what other answer there is. You can do all with it. You can attach it to a tree. I'm sure there's some coconut attachments that you could get going.